Donovan, Ty Jerome's now getting MVP chance, just like you are. I know you've known his game for a long time. I know you're somewhat maybe surprised that he's playing this well, but what has he meant to you guys?
I mean, I know he was capable of this because he's done this at Virginia. I mean, we all saw it on the national stage. I think now he's taking advantage of an opportunity. Obviously, he's playing at a high level for sure, but obviously when you have a guy that's, on the scouting report, not necessarily, people aren't thinking he's going to go for 26, you know what I'm saying, a night. And then also he's 5 assists, he's doing the little things, 4 steals. That's what really helps us, kind of gives us life. And, obviously, like I said, I've seen this, but this is a different level. And salute to him. He's gotten better. He's been patient, and kind of doing the little things for us to succeed.
Chris.
Donovan, how do you describe the level that Ty's playing at currently?
Just level of poise, confidence. He's doing it on both ends of the floor too. It isn't like he's just an offensive show. He's like I said, 4 steals. He's in the passing lanes. He's doing little things, communicating, talking, and that's what we need. Especially when you have him coming off the bench, you trust that when the ball's in his hand, good things are going to happen. And I think that's what makes it also my life easier when I'm in with him, because it's like, all right, I don't have to dominate the block and get off and allow the stuff to still be run. And then on top of that, defenses are so worried about where I am. Now he's running the pick and roll with Evan or Jay or whatever, and now they're in the lane being able to finish. So he's just done so much for us on a nightly basis, and I have no doubt he'll continue to keep this up.
Do you think you guys are ever going to get free throws?
They gave me a pass on the first one. The league gave me a pass on my first little rant, so I'm gonna tone this one down. No, to answer your question, we got to play through physicality. And let the refs make the calls at some point in time. But I told the guys with about 6, 7 minutes, whatever time that was, stop worrying about it. We're not going to get the calls. Let's play through it, finish through contact, and we ended the game on a run. But I'm not going to go out there. I don't think we ever should go out there expecting it. DG had 0. Ali had a tech free throw. So don't expect it, and be happy when we get one.
Getting back to Ty, how valuable is it to have somebody other than Darius, other than Karras, that's coming off the bench and able to pick up the slack in the backcourt for you guys?
It just adds to the element of surprise, is what I call you don't know. There's so much unpredictability. You don't know who it's going to be on a nightly basis. And I think that's what makes us so lethal. And the biggest thing now is just how do we continue to get capitalized off, continue to get wins throughout this. And that's what makes this, run we're on, and I won't even call it a run. This is how we're playing. This is what makes it special, is because it's consistent. Every night it's somebody. We had 6 guys in double figures tonight. Every night it's something, somebody different, and it's consistent. But when Ty's doing his thing, coming off the bench, and Karras is not even back yet, you know what I mean? And I think when you add Karras out there, it's just all going to continue to click. And we've had moments where it's been easy throughout the game. It's been ups and downs throughout the game, but just continuing to persevere and continue to trust each other, which I think is the biggest thing.
What did you think of the defensive performance tonight?
We could be better. I think we got complacent. I think we allowed them to push the pace, did too many easy buckets. Now, they got confident. They got guys who weren't necessarily shooters making shots, but, for us to be the team we want to be, and I kind of got on the guys a little bit, and including myself, it's like we got to be better. On a continuous basis, on a nightly basis, we have to be better. And 3 days off, that happens, but it can't happen if we want to be the team we want to be.
Hey, Donovan, how much more impressive is what Ty is doing this season, given what happened to him last season and everything he went through?
I'll be saying that, he died and came back to life. You know what I'm saying? Say what happened to him, man. But I think for him, it's a mental it's a mental fortitude. You know what I'm saying? When you go through that and you play 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 game, 2 games throughout the season, to come back. Not really know where you might fit in the group because we bring everybody back, and then to come in there and just assert himself and be the guy who we all thought he can be. That takes a level of mental fortitude, and that's just a level of hard work and preparation and dedication to the game. He comes in, he's on time, he's preparing the right way, he's taking care of his body. And when you go through an injury like that, it can sometimes take away the joy, the love. It can kind of push you mentally. But for him to come back, not only be a solid player, but be a dominant, and a special player for us. I think that's what's, truly impressive, is just him continuing to not only get better, but take care of himself, and help the group.
What's your best story about him from the Riverside Hawks days?
I mean, his dad used to cuss us out at 8 years old. That's why I think I tell people all the time, I don't like positive reinforcement. I think it's just PTSD from my AAU days with his pops. There are a bunch of times where we've gotten, I think that's probably the funniest part we talk about all the time. Just getting cussed out at 9 years old at 8 a.m., you know what I mean, on a Saturday. It was fun, you know what I mean? Like we won 2 national championships at that as kids, and down at the Disney Worldwide of Sports. Like, we accomplished a lot, but definitely getting chewed out at 9 a.m. at like 9 and 10 definitely is something that you don't forget.
Jeff?
Hey, Donovan, what's it say about you guys when you win like you did tonight, when, as Kenny said, it wasn't really overall your team's best game?
No, and I think that's where I said, like, we can be better. And I always tell you guys this is great to learn through wins rather than a loss. But I told the team we were playing with fire in that third quarter. Like, no, that's not who we are. We can score. That's not a problem. But like, we gotta be able to get stops, get back in transition. You know, we messed up on a red, on a switch, got those over the top DQ fouls. I'm like, little things like that can't happen. You know what I mean? We gotta get back. You know, RJ Barrett gets a layup in transition, different things like that. We got to be on that. That's who we are when we're at our best. But it's great to learn that through a win, but we got to be better, and I think we will be.
Last one.
Donovan, not many teams have started the NBA season 17-1. Are you surprised that you guys are at this mark right now?
I won't say I came into camp thinking we'd be 17-1, but I saw this, the way we're playing, as it was going to happen. It's just a matter of when. I think that's what's, least surprising, because I knew we could get to this level of play. And sometimes, when you have a younger group, but I mean, also we've been together, but it takes time, you know what I mean? But for us, it's clicking right away. And now you kind of screw yourself, because now it's like, this is what we got to be at, like you kind of put that pressure on ourselves, and this is what we are, you know what I mean? This is our floor, and this is the beginning of the year. We like, by April, we should be better, 10 times better than what we are now. That's why I think, to answer your question, no, did I think we'd be 17-1, but I saw this as the potential, that we can definitely get to. And now that we're here, we have to stay here. We're obviously going to have lapses and things like that, but how do we continue to build off of this? But I had no doubt that we'd beat this team. It's just a matter of when. And I mean, it's great to start out 17-1 for sure. Appreciate it.
All right, Thank you.